Envy from Casually Fragrant. Today I'm going to be doing a review of Orchidée Vanille. I am probably mispronouncing that in French, by Cleef Arpels. So I have a bit of a story of how I acquired this bottle. So if you want to stick around till the end, I will go over that at the very end. But for those of you that came here for just the perfume review, I will get right on to that. This scent was released in 2009. It's got linear notes, and I'm going to list these out as the dominant notes first, as listed on Fragrantica in that order. So it's got notes of vanilla, dark chocolate, orchid, tonka almond, mandarin orange, violet, white musk, lychee, cedar, and rose. I definitely agree and get a lot of vanilla, dark chocolate, and orchid. I love gourmand scents. I love sweet scents, and this is both. This is a very strong vanilla scent. The bottle itself, this is the 75 mils. It's got the stamp here for ACV, and it's also got this little tiny kind of like little, I don't know, little tag that has the VCA with the little Eiffel Tower. And it's part of the collection extraordinaire. Otherwise, this is the rest of the bottle. And I go over the bottle with people in case they want to make sure that they have an authentic one. So they want to kind of like compare to what they have. This was actually purchased from Fragrance Buy. The color seems like it might have turned a little bit, but it still smells fantastic. So onto the scent. I absolutely love this fragrance. I love vanillas. If you like vanilla perfumes, this is a easy blind buy in my point of view, especially if you like chocolate notes too. You kind of have to have both because the chocolate is quite dominant in there. It is a great gift idea. It is expensive if you buy it at the designer store, but it's a great scent. It's long lasting on me and soft to moderate projection. I'll say it one more time. If you like vanilla fragrances, I think this is a staple to try in any vanilla gourmand lovers collection. Definitely, I think this is great for fall and winter, the cooler months. It's quite heavy. I'm definitely reaching for it now. It's got some sexiness with that chocolate in there, that tonka, but it's still just this like creamy vanilla. It's delicious smelling, and I think that's what's going to bring out the sex appeal, is you are going to smell like someone, like it's just delicious. So now on to the story. So I tried this for the first time in Brussels, in Europe, on a trip in the airport, and I thought it was a great vanilla, but I ended up choosing something else. And since then, I've kind of had buyer's remorse. I don't know if that happens to anyone else, where you like smell a fragrance and you're like, oh, like I should have purchased it. I don't know. It was expensive at the time. I didn't end up buying it. But since then, it's been on my list, my wish list on Fragrantica, and I've kind of been looking out for, you know, deals or, you know, looking at purchasing this. I then realized that we actually have a Cleef Arpels store in downtown Vancouver. I decided to go there. Now, I know that they don't, I know that stores aren't supposed to do this, but sometimes the way you're dressed or what you're wearing will definitely, you know, play a part on how they treat you. So I wasn't wearing any designer, sorry about that. I wasn't wearing any designer clothing. I don't know if they kind of probably thought that I was going to waste their time. So I go into the store and they didn't really seem too interested in talking to me. I was the only customer in the store with at least, there were 2 sales associates. And I had to, you know, like go up to them and ask them, do you have perfumes? And they said, yes, we do. You know, not helpful, being like, oh, let me bring them out for you. None of that. And I said, do you have Orchidée Vanille? So they said, oh, let me go check. So they go and check and they come back and they're like, out of stock. And then I'm the one that had to be like, oh, can you email me or call me when it is in stock? And they kind of seemed like, the lady seemed a little annoyed that I was asking that. So she took down my information, and for your information, it's been, I don't know, at least 7 or 8 months now, and I have had no call. So either they don't restock their perfumes at all at this location, or they just don't care to call their customers back. Honestly, I was not too impressed with this visit, and it made me not want to go back there and check if they've actually gotten it in stock. And you'd be paying full retail price for it, which I don't mind, but I really if I'm going to be paying full retail price, I want to have a good sales associate experience. I want to be able to like enjoy the purchasing of the perfume. So I ended up kind of ignoring it, didn't end up getting it. And then I saw it on Fragrance Buy, and fragrancebuy.ca, I will link it down below, and it was a great price. I could not refuse. I ended up putting it in the cart and buying it. So I haven't worn it too much yet, but as you can see, I actually have, you know, dented the bottle. I love it. I'm so glad I got it, and I highly recommend everyone to give it a try. It would be interesting to know if anyone else has had experiences where they were ignored by sales associate. I have to admit, it doesn't happen often to me. Some of the perfume stores I go to have absolute wonderful sales associates and service, and I'm almost always treated really well, and it doesn't matter what I'm wearing. Like, there have been times when I'm wearing like this old knapsack, and I was like, they're not gonna let me even bring this into the store, and they like, because I was doing something afterwards. But you know, when there's new perfume releases out, you sometimes like, you gotta go and check to see if they're there because you want to smell them. Maybe I'm alone in this, I don't know. I think all the perfume addicts out there will agree though. So, and I've always had great service, so I'm not sure what it was on that day at the Van Cleef and Arpels store in downtown Vancouver, but unfortunately that was not a good customer experience for me. Nonetheless, I'm really glad I have this in my collection. Let me know if you have tried this, what your thoughts are, and what your favorite vanilla chocolate perfume is. I love that note combination, and I'm always interested in hearing more ideas. So please let me know, and if you liked my video, please don't forget to like and subscribe.